Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna talk about the Pervitin that was consumed by German soldiers during World War II. First of all, Pervitin is crystal meth. The effects of crystal meth are well known to anyone who has watched Breaking Bad. Pervitin is methamphetamine. The brand name is Pervitin. Japan was the first country to have a crystalline form of methamphetamine in production. Friedrich Hauschild, a German chemist, had been aware of the American amphetamine benzedrine, since it was used as a doping product at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. The following year he managed to synthesize methamphetamine, a close cousin of amphetamine. Friedrich Hauschild developed Pervitin, which was patented in Germany in 1937 by the Temmler Group, a German pharmaceutical company. Its consumption was considered legal until 1941. In the winter of 1937, Temmler began marketing methamphetamine, branded as Pervitin. This drug is available for purchase at any pharmacy without requiring a prescription. It was cheap, helped people work, and spread euphoria throughout the country, but it wasn't considered a drug. Also, German people preferred to consume Pervitin instead of drinking coffee to stay awake. It was not only consumed by the civilian population, but was also widespread among the military. Otto Ranke, director of the Institute for General and Defense Physiology at Berlin's Academy of Military Medicine, tested on students and suggested that methamphetamine compounds could improve the soldiers' performance. During the occupation of Czechoslovakia in 1938, medical officers of the Wehrmacht administered Pervitin to soldiers belonging to the 3rd Tank Division. The invasion of Poland in September 1939 was the first real military test of the drug in action. Germany overran its eastern neighbor by October, with 100,000 Polish soldiers killed in the attack. Soldiers consumed up to twice a day. The drug gave them supernatural capabilities. In World War II, during German soldiers invaded France, German soldiers could spend more than 3 days without sleeping and walk up to 60 kilometers without interruption. Furthermore, with the consumption of Pervitin, he found temporary relief from the hardships and fears of warfare. He could for a while at least be happy. During April and May 1940, more than 35 million doses of a 3 mg drug were manufactured and distributed to all soldiers. In the 3 days of the initial invasion of France, the Germans had advanced further than they ever did in the 4 years of World War I. In 1941, Leonardo Conti, the Nazi Reich health leader, managed to get Pervitin classified under the Reich opium law, officially declaring it an intoxicant and making it illegal. However, he was unsuccessful. They ignored him. Production at the Temmler plant kicks into high gear, reaching a staggering 833,000 tablets per day. Germans barely observed the prohibition and civilian use, let alone in the military. In fact, the military authorities seemed to regard its distribution as justified, mainly because of the immediate benefits it offered to the armed forces. Its consumption actually increased during Operation Barbarossa from June to December 1941. The Reich knew that Pervitin brought side effects and risks of addiction. Soldiers had been using the drug during battles for 4 weeks, taken daily 2 times 2 tabs Pervitin. In the report, soldiers complained of heart pains and also mentioned how his blood circulation had been perfectly normal before the use of Pervitin. However, even when soldiers were dying because of heart failures or committing suicide due to the psychotic phases, the methamphetamine continued to fill the country until the end of the war. During the war, the soldiers were used as test subjects for experimental drugs that were developed for specific purposes, without being truly studied for their potential effects. Even as far as the 1960s, to be precise, the Temmler continued to provide Pervitin pills to the military forces of both East and West Germany, and it wasn't until the 1970s that West Germany's post-war army, the Bundeswehr, finally removed the drug from its medical arsenal. The National People's Army of East Germany wouldn't follow suit until 1988. That's all I have to tell you. In this way, I have told you about the Pervitin used by German soldiers in the Second World War. Thank you for listening to me. Take care and goodbye.